Angel, and today I have for you a massive thrift haul. Something happened to me that has never happened in the history of me reselling, which is I ran out of inventory. Friday night, I was putting my new listings into Nifty, and I realized the math was not mathing. I simply did not have enough listings to continue posting my 10 a day, and so Saturday, I realized I had to go out and I had to go thrifting. Now, the problem was I did not have a lot of time this weekend, and so I needed to thrift somewhere near to me. The problem was I had just been to my nearest Goodwill. It would have been only like a couple days since I'd been to that one, so how much new stuff would really be there? And then my other option was to go to a thrift store I had never been to before that's fairly close to me. And so what I decided to do was I did both. Me and my husband went to the new thrift store in the morning, and then he ended up needing to get new rims put on his truck, and so he dropped me off at the Goodwill, and so I had quite a while to go through each rack. And so I want you to decide which I did better at. Did I do better at the new thrift store, or did I do better at the Goodwill? And of course, I picked up all of this to resell on my online shops. I am gingham_goose on Depop, Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, and whatnot. But enough rambling, let's get into this thrift haul. So first, we have these 2 bags from the locally owned thrift store, and here's the Goodwill bag. It was 2 bags, but the other bag exploded. It burst open because there is so many clothes. I don't know how. I had just been. I guess I did have a headache and I was very tired when I went, so I must have just missed so much. So first, let's start with the locally owned thrift store. How they do prices, instead of tagging each item, they just have a sign up with all the prices, which was it was a little hard to remember, especially with it being my first time. I kept having to look up or get my husband go, can you check the sign again? How much are shirts? And then unlike my local Goodwills, instead of having one color tag that is 50% off, there is 2. So it was orange and blue, and so I did pick up quite a few 50% off items, which honestly I needed to because the prices were a little steep. Let me just get into it though. First, I am so tempted to keep this for me. Look how gorgeous. Tiered animal print, pink paisley, very Y2K, adorable. I think it's a midi. It might be a maxi. It's hard to tell for me because I'm only 4'11", so I'm very, very short. So on me it would be a maxi. The brand is Sarah Michelle, and I paid $3.99. Honestly, I don't know what to price it at, because this is, if I don't keep it, because it is just everything, especially the Depop girlies are looking for. Next, we have a velvet piece. I know, it is not autumn. A velvet does really well in the autumn, especially October. I do usually maybe one of my best months is October, because I just sell so much velvet then. But hopefully my camera will behave. It is this velvet embroidered, very witchy. I wish it was a longer length, but with the embroidery and it of course being velvet and little tied tassel detail, it's very dark, witchy, whimsy goth. I have a theory that witchy is about to pop off because of the new Practical Magic movie coming out. I'll have to investigate more on that, but yeah, as a reseller, it's very good for you to be paying attention to what's going on in the world. That can affect, what people are wearing, what shows are coming out, what movies are coming out. It can definitely influence, like Barbiecore. Remember anything hot pink you could sell so easy when the Barbie movie came out. It was awesome. But I paid $3.50. Probably gonna list it for 25 to 30 most likely. Next up, I'm sourcing more shoes lately because I do really well with them. Look how gorgeous. I wish it was still prom season. I think I barely missed it. Maybe even someone wore these to prom and then, I don't know, because they don't look even worn. Look at the soles. A lot of the shoes they had Sharpied on, but luckily these they hadn't. I think you can get it off with Well, I have a pair. I cannot get the Sharpie off the bottom, and I don't know, I think I need like strong nail polish remover. But these were $5.99, so they were $2.99 is what I paid for them. And they're just so very feminine. They do go very Y2K, and honestly I could see it with like a 90s dark witchy dress too. But I just thought these were so stunning. You might already be picking up, I'm definitely more of a style-based sourcer. Actually, lately I've been thinking about considering what direction I want to take my business, especially going in the future. My Depop has exploded, and I've really shifted my mindset into going, maybe I am more of a Depop seller. I've been trying to be an eBay seller, but I just suck at eBay. I don't know why. A lot of the resellers I look up to and I follow and I watch on YouTube, they are eBay resellers, and so I've been trying to fit myself into that mold. But I think I'm just more of a Depop girly. And that's where I started. Like, that's my, like, origin. Reselling origin is selling on Depop. And so I'm trying to lean back more into Depop, especially when the fees are much less than, like, Poshmark. Really, my best platform is Poshmark. And I kind of want to go back to it being Depop. I think maybe this month it is. Depop was my main platform. Anyway, though, I hope you can see with what I'm sourcing that I have kind of pivoted a little. Next, another velvet piece, velvet burnout. If I can figure out which way is up. Another half off piece as well. So it was $3.50. It's a Torrid size 4 midi length, gorgeous velvet burnout. Again, dark, witchy. The length is definitely a bonus. I like picking up Torrid. I think what does best in Torrid is like dark feminine kind of looking things, but I don't know why Torrid has been like a solid bread and butter brand for me. But more importantly, the style is there, and it is more of a substantial piece. Next, this they accidentally charged me, it was supposed to be $1.99, but they charged me $3.99, but I don't mind. It is this little black slip. It's kind of simple, but it does have the eyelet lace. Again, dark feminine, that's what I'm into right now. But it's this vintage Sears one. Look at that tag. This is definitely a piece probably worth tagging versatile, because it could be worn for, you know, pajamas as intended. But you know what the girlies be doing. They be wearing this with a cute little cardigan, a choker, maybe some chunky boots. Ooh. Not sure what I'm going to list this at, because it does seem to be like a true vintage piece. I'll have to do some research. Anyway, we have this. The brand is Lady Noise. 1XL floaty cream. Very boho top. I think I could go very coastal cowgirl. But I really like this brand. They do these oversized, very kind of fairy, floaty, a bit login looky. But I did pay $3.50 for this piece. It was also on sale. The blouses are $6.99, which is pricier than my Goodwill. At my Goodwill, they're $3.99 to $5.99 usually. But if I can find them 50% off, that's better than, you know, my Goodwill prices. Not half off, but you know what I mean. Next, this is so cute. I'm so sad it won't fit me. It was also 50% off, which was crazy. I don't know how it didn't get snapped up. It is this super feminine linen blend bow detail lobster. I've never seen a bows and lobsters in the same print. How cute is that? This is a perfect little summer dress. Very, I don't know, with the lobster, that kind of makes it a little like coastal, you know what I mean? But the brand is Monto, Los Angeles, and it's an extra small. I keep seeing this brand recently. I think it's because I'm picking up more dresses. Maybe this brand is something to look into if I'm finding a lot in my area. That's always a good thing to do, to figure out if you're seeing a lot of one brand. For example, I find so much Kato. It's good to figure out what is selling in those brands. Like, I always sell the Kato dark feminine or like boho skirts. Those always do well for me. Next, oh, this is so cute, so coquette, so feminine. Orange tag, so was half off, $3.50. New with tags was originally $49.95. Aeropostale little baby doll dress. It is lacy, it is feminine, it has little bow ribbon details. I really found some great half off things at this thrift store. You have to get the things half off, it feels like, unless you find something crazy. Like at one of my local thrift stores, I found like an Eileen Fisher silk dress, and I did pay up for that, but you know. Speaking of, I did pay up for this. It is this adorable, it needs a good lint rollering, but look how gorgeous. Again, another piece I'm so tempted to keep for myself. The most feminine, coquette little sleep set, vintage. The brand is Lauren Rogers. It's 100% cotton. So they're meant to be pajamas, but I've honestly seen like outfits like this just worn casually in the day. So cute. Again, I might have to try it on. Oh, I do see a little stain there. It's so faint. I'll just stain treat it though. I have a big pile of stain treat I need to deal with today. And then the very last thing, I had literally just sworn off Home Goods, and I have a witness. I was telling my mom, I think I'm done picking up hard goods. I think with hard goods, I'm only going to, you know, the stuff I have in my house that I have bought for me, that I enjoy, that, you know, I no longer need. That's going to be the hard goods I list. I'm not going to pick up hard goods. I lied. Look at this. Wizard slaying an imp. Handmade. Gorgeous little kind of Stein mug. So, why I picked this up, I just went to the Ren Fair, and stuff like this is exactly the kind of thing you'd find there. And it was so expensive. I bought my mom a handmade mug for Mother's Day. Very, very expensive. The whole time I was there, I was telling my husband, he was going, can I get this? Can I get that? And I was like, wait till we get home, and let's go on Poshmark and Mercari, and let's find you the stuff you want. I'm hoping this will do well. I don't even know what to price it at. I'll have to look into it. The Handmade Renaissance Fair. Amazing. I want to keep it, but I just don't have space for it, even though it's amazing. Wizard! Now, on to the Goodwill. Just a reminder of how huge the bag is. And then I gotta photograph all this stuff today. This is the fun part. And then I get some work later. So, first we have this velvet beaded, my camera's gonna act up, velvet beaded draped neck blouse, no tag. And again, I want to reiterate that I had already gone to this thrift store like a couple days before I went back. I don't know how I missed all this stuff. It's definitely a lesson in taking my time more when sourcing, but I just thought this was very like 90s dark romantic. Again, you're gonna hear me say the dark romantic a million times because that's just what is doing well for me right now and what the girlies are looking for. I haven't honestly looked at the t-shirt section in years. I usually skip it, but since I had a lot of time because my husband was doing this stuff with the truck, so this one I might even take to Plato's. It was $1.99, and I usually get paid out like $2 something, like it'll be $2.70. Oh, my dogs are barking. I think the mailman is here. But as I was saying, this wouldn't be very profitable, but I don't know, I feel like I kind of panicked about this, but it's a Sweetie Bird with a little bow, little top. I figured I'd throw it in with my stuff I'm already taking to Plato's, and if I can, you know, make, it would be like 70 cents on it, but just quickly. I'm really trying to do some volume at Plato's and really take in the stuff that I'm really wanting. But next, so these are some Chelsea Football Club. That's the team my dad likes. Too bad these are not a men's, otherwise I obviously would have picked them up for him. But with football trending, actually me and my dad are gonna go see the World Cup. I'm really excited. I would wear these, but it's gonna be so hot. I could cheekily cut them into shorts, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna butcher them that way. But it is official Chelsea merchandise. I found they originally went for $50. I'll have to check comps. They do need a little love, a little depilling, and it picks up a lint like crazy. But I just thought these were cool, and definitely World Cup coming up. I kind of want to play around with that kind of thing to see how well it does. Next, we have these little boho paisley, colorful, wide leg, very casual slouchy pants. The brand is Passport. I did pick these up potentially for me because I really want more like this cute slouchy pants that are comfortable but also cute. But we will see. If they don't fit cute, I will list them and just tag it, you know, boho. I think it could even be festival. You wear this with like a cute crochet fringy little halter top. Next, oh, this I picked up from my niece. She was into Harry Potter and then she wasn't. And then she was again. I think we can all relate, but since she's in her Harry Potter era, I picked her up. This really cute Harry Potter chibi little tee. It's just so adorable. It's Leviosa. I think she'll love it. And of course, buy your Harry Potter merch secondhand. So while I was going through the racks, I was being honestly a bit less choosy, which I don't know is good. But I was really thinking I was really honing in on like shop like a Depop seller. And so I picked up this little, just gorgeous little coquette top with a little bow. It's just a brand Pink Rose. It's a size of medium. I just think this is a great little style-based piece. It was $3.99. It kind of sucks, but with me having no bins, I just don't have access to cheap inventory always. I probably should do more garage sales. But if I feel really solid about a piece, I'm going to try not to, like, you know, overthink it. Next, another piece I potentially picked up for me if it fits. That's part of my sourcing strategy, and I don't know how well it goes all the time, especially if I pay up for something thinking I'm going to keep it and it just doesn't work out. It is this brand, is it Japra? But it is this tan, I didn't do the buttons up all the way, but button up midi skirt. On me it would probably be a maxi, and it says it's 90% rayon and then 10% flex, not flax, flex. So I don't know what that means, but it does stretch in the back. I just think this is going to be a great piece. If it does fit me in my wardrobe, I could see so many of my other clothing fitting well with it. Next, we have a piece I did get 50% off, which I don't know how I missed it the first time. It's this little baby doll, blue, is it crushed velvet? Ruffle, smocked back, very summery. I think it could definitely go mermaid core. It looks like the ocean. Woo! This little top by American Eagle. I paid $3 for it, and yeah, I just think it's gonna be a cute little style piece. I want more necklaces to style with my items. If I could get like a seashell, actually I do have one that's my own. Like if I put it with a seashell necklace to make it look even, you know, sell the beachiness and the summer of it and the mermaid of it, I think that would help. That's something I've been doing lately. Styling things just like a little bit. I know some people have these like gorgeous elaborate backgrounds, but that's effort. And I think honestly a clean background looks good, but if I can just add a little necklace. My mom's been doing add a little belt, add some cowgirl boots, especially with like her long skirts. It's so clever. I wish I thought of it because my mom is also a reseller. But next we have, I paid $3.99 for this. Notations, paisley, a red sparkly velvet piece, and I left it behind previously because I thought it was too mature. But actually, I think with a single button at the top, I think it still reads very cute. Might be worth tagging modest too, because it is quite a modest piece, but it's still very cute, very witchy. Also, whimsy goth, of course. Next, this was the first piece I picked up, and that's what made me decide, let me just shop for Depop. No brand. Gorgeous little red, well, it's like black and red mesh overlay. Very romantic, coquette top. It was $5.99, which is pricey. I'm not sure what I'm going to list it at, but it's just too gorgeous. It's also baby doll. Baby doll is just doing so well. I was actually doing some research while I was listing. I was watching like Y2K whatnot shows and seeing what people were wanting. And so I noticed one of the things was baby doll. Baby doll, baby doll, baby doll. All the girlies were looking for baby doll pieces, and then also in the Y2K a lot of people were looking for extra larges. It was like the small, extra small, and then extra large, which I thought was very interesting. I'll have to do more research and gather more info while I'm... But next we have another kind of thing that I just sell all the time. It was $1.99. These cuddle duds. I tag them as coquette, comfy, cozy. Sometimes if they're pink, like ballet core. It does have like a little mark on one of the sleeves, which I cannot find. Maybe maybe it's just a fuzz. Sometimes it happens when you go, oh no, it's stained. But yeah, very cute, feminine piece. I just sell a lot of these. I don't know if it's the brand that people are just seeking these out, but they do well. It's the same as those I used to pick up all the time, like lace mesh tops, like in any color, and they do really well. But then I just kind of stopped finding them. Maybe people are holding on to them because they really are in trend. Or if I do find them, they're like not in good condition. But next we have this gorgeous piece, satin, very feminine, romantic. It's by Cinema Etoile. I do really well with that brand. They make great, gorgeous little lingerie pieces. And this is a 2X. I don't usually see stuff like this in a 2X. And I know there's been some discussion in the reselling sphere about, like, for certain style-based pieces, is it worth picking up in plus size? And I think yes. Like, it's so hard to find cute pieces like this. And so, at least in my experience, you know, everyone wants cute stuff. I kind of hate, have you seen on, like, some clothing websites, there'll be the same item, but, like, the plus size version is, like, a long sleeve instead of short and higher neck. It's like, what is that? But anyway, next piece. Again, another I passed up. Oh, it's $3.99. Again, I thought it was $5.99. I thought I paid up for a lot of pieces. I guess I'm just crazy. But very cute, feminine baby doll. Again, a piece I can see just selling so quick. Rebellious Dreamer. It's a size extra large. Ooh, no, it won't fit me. Anything with like a defined bust area, it just never works out for me. I need to stop picking it up for myself. Never works. But it is the cute baby doll style again. I'm telling you, baby doll, baby doll, baby doll. Next, we have some dresses that I got half off. So this was $4, just a red velvet dress. Honestly, this would be good to sell closer to Christmas and sell it as like a holiday dress. But, you know, I could set it aside and list it later, but I think I'll just list it now. It's still very versatile. I could see it being used for like, it could be party, it could just be casual, but put it with a choker and it's very cute, feminine, dark feminine piece. It's a little bit more on the basic side. I like to see more, like maybe if it had a bow or like it was velvet burnout. I'll just take that into account while I'm pricing. But next, this was $5, which honestly is probably a bit much for this, but it is a maxi length polka dot feminine cottage core. The brand is Saving Page and it's a medium maxi length dresses. Can't go wrong. Pretty much. I just thought it was a very cute style, and with it being half off, sure. Next, another velvet piece, and this is velvet burnout. It's like this backless, like knee length, again, with a choker. I think this would be so cute. It was also a $5, which again, probably a bit much, but I'll just make sure to tag it well. Oh, next, this is just a piece for me. I love crop tops, but fitted crop tops do not work for me. Sorry, my lighting's going weird. It's going all overcast out of nowhere. I think it is 100% cotton. Yeah, no brand, but it's kind of shaggy. It's kind of shaggy coated. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And then we have another 50% off dress. I miss so many of the 50% off dresses. I remember even looking at them with my mom, and we were both just like, nah. We were just both too tired. we needed a break. So this was $4. It's just loft, but I thought it was very cottage core. It's like a green floral, which will help it go kind of fairy. Maxi length, button detail, fabric covered buttons. Love those. It is a size 4 petite, but I don't know. I think if it's a smaller size than petite, it's not too hard, but like a large petite or an extra large petite can be a bit harder, even though that's like what I am, which sucks for me. Just loft. Me and my mom have this joke where we're like, oh, it's not even a joke, we just go, and Taylor, loft. Because it's all capital. Is it Ann Taylor? Is Ann Taylor loved? So dumb. But yeah, cute little dress. Like I've said, I'm in my dress era. I'm really trying to figure out what's good for dresses. And I think this is our final piece. It is a 2-piece set. And it was $7.99. That might be my most expensive piece. Which is good. I'm trying to get my average cost of goods down. Which, like I said, could be a problem when you don't have bins. But it is this set. It's this gauzy, not gauzy, it's almost crepey, green, purple floral. The brand is K-Woman. Oh, and it ties in the back. Oh, even better. But it is a dress set. So it comes with this gorgeous maxi length dress. So fairy, so 90s. This is gonna be so cute and pretty versatile if it comes with, you could wear the top and dress separately, of course. I love that. Should I try it on? No. Not allowed. I have too many clothes. Let me know if you would like to see a closet clean out from me. I think I'm gonna film one soon if you are interested, because I just have too much clothes. And yeah, I really love this. It's just so fairy core, fairy grunge. I really like finding these kind of dresses. I do see them a lot and I don't always pick them up. The cream ones don't do as well. In fact, I can't remember the last time I found a green version of this. But that is it for our, look at my mountain, I got a list. That is it for this thrift haul. So now you must let me know, which do you think I did better on? Do you think I did better at the locally owned or at Goodwill? I really did take more time at Goodwill. The locally owned was kind of like, ooh, a new place. What do I do? What do I do? What are the rules? If you're still here, comment the yellow flower emoji. Let me know what your best thrift finds have been lately. Let me know what your favorite item I thrifted was. Be sure to check out my other thrift haul if you like this kind of content. More coming soon, of course. But I think that is it for this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. It really, really helps out my channel, especially with me starting over. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!